Hello there. I'm Phil with Go Green. I'm glad to be back again. Last week the topic was lawns don't succeed or fail randomly. They respond to patterns. And one of the things that I'd ask you to think about was what patterns did you have from July through September that may have been successful or may have caused failure? And how do we identify them? And how do we become better caretakers of our lawns? But let's table that for a second. We need to back up to the springtime. Most of our successes and failures for how our lawns look throughout the growing season begins in the spring. So to keep it simple, one of the things that I look forward to every week is a nice slow start on a Saturday morning and even Sundays, if possible. And then I ramp up and get ready to start another work week on Monday. So let's just think about that for a second and think about how our lawns and how they need to have a slow start come spring and why. Too often, as things green up, I see customers and non-customers as their lawn begins to grow that first quarter of an inch. The mowers are fired up and running full speed. And the grass is being chopped down to 2.5 inches. It's not just once, but it's repeatedly happening too soon and too often. But what we need to change is to set your lawn up for a successful growing season. We need to allow it to wake up slow, just like we enjoy a slow start on a weekend. Our lawns here in York County have been through a very stressful fall in 2025. And as I mentioned previously, we are 26 inches behind in rainfall over the past 3 years, as well as having an extreme cold winter, which we are getting ready to break that spell here shortly. It's already beginning to warm up a bit. And as I said 2 weeks ago, Valentine's Day was the breaking point. So happy Valentine's Day to you and to your yard. Just like we like to wake up slow on the weekends, this is how you allow your lawns to wake up slow come spring. And these are the benefits. The number one benefit is allowing the plant to maintain proper hydration. And that is extremely important after lawn has been and going through a severe drought, not just 1 year, but 2 years in a row. So the way you do that is to allow that lawn to come in shaggy, not just for the first mow, but for multiple mows. Now you don't want to let it be too excessive. So a good 4.5 to 6.5 inches in height will do. And if you have some excess clippings laying on the surface, the best thing you can do is to double mow and to get those clippings fine enough to get them down into the profile. And they will quickly decompose and become lawn food for your yard. But having that longer leaf blade, what that does, it does two things. Now, you have what I call a larger catch pan. So when we don't have rain and we have dewy nights, you're going to be able to collect more what I call free atmospheric moisture that will gather on the leaf blade. And what the leaf blade doesn't absorb will make its way to the surface and give your lawn a little bit of water to kind of, help it through the dry spells. The other thing that it does now, you have a larger solar panel. That solar panel is going to generate photosynthesis. That photosynthesis is going to create simple sugars that feed your root systems. And after having droughts or even a hot, dry summer, the number one thing that we need to do is we need to grow strong, healthy roots. By having a larger root mass, now not only are you getting some moisture above the surface, you also have more roots that you can gather more microscopic moisture from the soil profile to support the plant. So you're not only gathering moisture from above, but you're also gathering moisture from below. Having that larger root mass will also help you get through the stressful times of summer and give your lawn a faster recovery come fall. And the other thing, by letting that grow just a little bit longer, you're also protecting that surface. And when you're protecting that surface, you're maintaining moisture in the system for a longer period of time. So, with that being said, just as we like to enjoy a slow wake up on the weekends, and for you folks that are retired, you get to enjoy that slow start every day. You know, I'm a little envious, but you've earned it. And our lawns have earned a slower start too. So come spring, give it to them. Set yourself up for success this year by allowing that lawn to come in shaggy this spring and between mows. Allow it to collect more atmospheric moisture. Allow it to collect more free energy from the sun to develop a stronger root system. And I guarantee you, you'll have a healthier growing profile for your lawn and for you to enjoy. I hope you found this information valuable because if you practice it, I know your lawn will benefit and you will stand out in your neighborhood. My biggest wish and gift to you is for you to enjoy the benefits of having a healthy growing system. So for now, I thank you, I appreciate you, and just remember, go green.